Howdy, my friends. My name is Gunnar Clovis. I'm a game developer, and today I'm going to be playing Daybringer, at least the demo for it. This is a game by my friend Sam, and a few other people. Sorry. Show love? Is that the credits? Yeah, Samuel Lopez, along with Travis Evans and Justin William. Sam is a member of the Game Dev Underground community, along with me. And so, it's just one of the games that I said I would play and give some feedback on. He wanted me to give some feedback for it. This is currently on... Oh, jeez. Right, okay, I clicked that. Whoops. So this is currently on Steam as a demo. It's going to be coming out soon, actually. I think if I head on over to Steam. So you can wishlist it on Steam. It'll be in the description. If you go to the store page, release date is March 1st, 2021 as of now, and I'm pretty sure they're sticking to that. They've been making very consistent progress. So yes, this is an urban fantasy epic which follows the journey of a boy in a hip-hop purgatory. And yeah, it's very snappy. It's made in GameMaker, as we can see with this icon, although I will say that... so this does give the good options in the options menu to toggle between full screen and windowed. I also would recommend having F11 do that. Then once we open this window, it actually does have window rescaling set on as well. I like that. But you can see that the icon for the app is just the default GameMaker Studio 1 icon, and the title is GameMaker Studio. I would really, really recommend going into the options menu for the GameMaker platform settings for Windows and then any other relevant platform, and changing that GameMaker Studio default text to Daybringer, or Daybringer Demo in this case, and then putting in an icon for that that's not the default GameMaker logo. This is made in GameMaker Studio 1, as we can see, and it's up on Steam. I recommend downloading it and playing it for yourself. But yeah, I'll be playing it for the first time. I've seen Sam play footage of it several times during our calls. This will be my first time properly playing it, and I'll just be giving my kind of critique and feedback. Number one piece of feedback, put in a custom icon and change that that window text to something custom. Really just the name of the game. Great options menu already. Has... Oh, we can change ambient darkness. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know what that means yet, really, other than... I can guess, and it's from footage, yeah. Floating numbers, we can toggle. That's nice. Actually, I like that. I really recommend floating numbers in general. It's actually one of the number one pieces of advice I would give to student teams of my peers at DigiPen. Is just add floating numbers, because it just makes things more juicy and feel better. Having a toggle for that is great. I recommend having as many options as possible in your settings menu, and great sound effects as well for this, and a little kind of like very simple triangle that's like growing and shrinking for the back button. Very nice. It's still very clear. Settings saved. It's a very solid main menu. This nice graffiti and a really, really good logo too. It's a nice logo. It's very custom. There's all this kind of damage to it. It's generally just a normal font, but then has some kind of like deformity to it, as you can see. Little additions like that there on the top of the B and on the A, and then the black parts underneath, inside the text, and then a texture underneath. Despite all that deformity and kind of the colors and the gradients and the shading and all that's going on, like, it's pretty complicated logo artistically, titles. But it's still very readable, so I'm just saying it's very well done. It's good color contrast. The outline's very good. There's also a soft orange glow effect. It's just a really, really good title. And so the options were great. I like the sword, which the main character uses, is used as the main menu cursor. I like that. So you can go to Show Love, and you give feedback, join the Discord. I recommend doing both of those things. Thank you for your support. We're a small, passionate group of artists and programmers determined to make this dream a reality. Please take the time to support us by letting us know about your experience, or join our Discord to speak with us directly. Share with friends. Every bit you do means a lot to us, and above all, have fun. And credits and music as well. Very cool, very cool. Okay, see, there, that's what I thought I did. I thought I hit the back button, but it actually took me out of the game, so maybe that's a bug. Controls, Gamepad and keyboard and mouse, it's good. I never ever make your game playable only with gamepad. It's fine, yeah, developers like to make their games work with controllers, and it does feel really nice when you do that, but definitely keep that as an option next to keyboard and mouse. So yeah, it's good. I'm sure they'll teach me this throughout the game, but attack will be J or left. Okay, yeah, J is kind of weird. All right, but so I have my right hand on my mouse and my left hand on WASD by default, but actually it looks like I could have my right hand on IJKL as well for J or left click to power attack, K to block, L to shoot, right mouse button, middle mouse button, okay. Finisher is F, shift is dash, spacebar is jump, heal is R, inventory I, and then I assume WSD movement, although it doesn't say that here. Okay. Nice sound effects all throughout. Harmony makes small things grow. Lack of it makes great things decay. Solist. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. So I will always hold on to something to remember the old world. I remember Sam showing me this. So yeah, really nice icons here, all in a consistent style, but still very unique. A lot of color contrast here. You got this kind of blue yin and yang, which is actually kind of nice. Yeah, the yin and yang is blue. That's kind of neat. I like that. Needle and thread, and purple. I thought it was like a gemstone, so it's marble. Then like it looks like too scary to be like a chicken's foot, but some kind of bird foot. And a kind of silver bullet. Oh, it's called silver bullet. And a red mushroom and a green clover. A lot of really nice colors going on here. It looks very, very appealing. So, life increases maximum health. Vibe increases maximum energy and grants more energy when energy is gained. Strength affects physical attacks with swords or hands. Gun affects sidearm weapon damage. Abracadabra affects magic damage. Luck affects critical hit chance. And drop rate chance. So all of these different tokens will give us different stats. Lots of luck on Clover, unsurprisingly. Life is needle and thread. Unique seems pretty balanced. Come on. Vibe is 28, so Vibe was maximum energy, grants more energy when energy is gained. Okay. Strength, physical attacks. I'm going to go with the strange charm for that physical stuff. So that's it. It was something else. Pick that. Oh, my computer's being laggy. Okay, the neighborhood. So yeah, beautiful art style. Ooh, I loved that saving icon in the corner. Did you see that? That was pretty. So yeah, I can move with WSD. I have a little fairy following me. The art is great. The sound effects are great. Yeah, I'm blocked from going left. There's a little doorway here, but yeah, I can't enter it with up or down or anything. Yeah, there's stuff in the foreground and parallax. A nice little lighting. I can jump with space. Yikes. I think it's just it's my laptop's fault. My laptop is getting kind of slower, and especially when I record with OBS, like it's doing a lot. So it's chugging a little bit, which is my fault, not the game's. Okay, this jacket's actually too hot. Because I hold up to activate. Okay, so I can go into buildings. Very cool. Shaking light. Yeah, I love that little saving. Like it's a cassette, I believe. It's a buy really quick, so I couldn't fully process. Okay, the fairy. Is that the fairy doing that? Oh yeah, so I can hold up to read as well. Bright. Attack enemies up to keep them juggled. Okay, so Bright is my fairy. that it? Okay. Was that an enemy? So it seems like I can attack infinitely, and yeah, I do a little combo. Ooh, again, my computer's being kind of bad, but you see, when I attack, camera kind of juts forward, and yeah, beautiful, like that red and white slash. Oh, so great. That's so pretty. And then when I finish the combo, see how the screen kind of zooms in and does that little stretch blurry effect at this side. Fantastic. So, oh yeah, I didn't realize Dub's obviously a dummy I can attack. Okay, so yeah, do damage by just clicking left. And then if I hold left, I'll charge up power attack. Great little animation holding it. The camera shakes. There's all those particles it sucks in. Looks fantastic. And okay, what's this? Block enemy attacks at the right time for a parry. Okay. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Will that stay indefinitely? Yeah. Nope. Okay. Alright, so I took damage there, and I don't think I'm gonna heal automatically, or am I? Yeah, so if I block, I won't take damage, but I need to block at just the right moment, which is actually kind of tough right now because my computer's not thrilled with OBS and the game running at the same time. Ah, man. But yeah, that sound effect, the sound effects for the damage, it's pretty good, I like it. Yeah, that must have also been a parry. Oh, can I make it up there? Yeah, it looks like there's terrain up there. Yeah, nice little landing particles in effect. There's jump, and it just stays under my feet, actually. So you see that? It looks very nice. Like, this can move in the air a little bit. Ooh, I love that the white kind of rays casting out from my fairy friend, from Bright. That looks great. Yeah, a lot of great visual charm to this game. Alright. I assume I get up there with like a double jump or something later. So I can... Okay, there's a ladder. Oh, it takes me into a tagging mode. Okay. So I have our red, yellow, blue. I'm on white. How do I change between that? I'm hitting Shift, Tab, WASD. Oh, is that it? WASD. Okay, I can do black. Oh, okay, cool. Well, crap, I didn't have anything prepared. What am I gonna tag? Oh, no. Ooh, look at that little spray drip. Ooh, that's fantastic. Oh, yeah, OBS is not pleased. See, if I stay longer, it'll do that. Yes. Yeah, you see that little skip there? That and there. That's my computer. Sorry. Yeah, I just kind of sprayed the eye without planning because I was just testing out the spray. Oh well. Life is all about the little mistakes, right? But yeah, very cool to have this kind of this painting little mini game. I don't know if there's a greater significance to it later, if there's any mechanical impact, or if it's just for fun. Just oh, come on. Just for fun, just for the visuals of it. Yeah, sound effects, visuals all look great. This painting system works fantastic. I'm not really giving any critical feedback so far. I don't know if this game is really going to be for me in the long run, because I don't really play hack and slash games very much. It's just not super my thing. So yeah, I'm just going to be wholesome and say I love you in the heart on this wall. I apologize to the building owner. but it is fun to paint. Oh my god, come on. I'm out, duh. Jeez. Alright, it's gonna be a heart with a little bit of a blue part. Sure. Stop! Computer. I apologize. That's just not really anything I can do about that. It really sucks. And yeah, okay, so here is a bit of criticism. So I have black paint that I can use, but looks not awesome. You see there that it's just, we have the white paint can, and then we just change the blend mode of the image on the left UI bar to yellow, red, blue, and so it's very stark. You can see it looks best with the white and with the yellow, because those are the brightest, so there's more contrast there. The blue, the black and the blue really blur together. You can't really see that, especially I can't see that with my current computer and lighting situation. And then the black, that's just, I assume, is just using C-Black for the blend mode of that image. And so you can't really see it. Like, I did not notice that originally. It just completely fades in, especially because the game world is so black. There's so many shadows and kind of black ambiance. And so, yeah, I really don't recommend having the black spray can like this. I would honestly probably just invert it or use like a slightly modified asset of that spray can. So we still see those details, and those details, just like with the white spray can, all those details are in black to show where the canister is divided, and its shape, and its shadow, a little bit of shading. Do the same thing with a black canister, but have those details be inverted as white. Maybe the same with black, as with the blue paint as well. That might just be the easiest way to make it a lot more clear and better looking visually, just to have more contrast. But yeah, then when I have black selected, I couldn't tell because you look at that cursor, it completely blends into the background. I can only slightly tell here when I'm on the green brick, and that's really just because of the white kind of odd circle for my cursor. But when I go into the shadow, and when I wasn't really paying attention for it before I realized this, it just totally blends in. Yeah, I put my mouse in the shadow, I look away, and then I look back, and it's very hard to see it. So I'm going to changing that. I'm going to press escape. Okay, so escape opens the menu, not... Okay, so yeah, I wasn't sure how to back out of there. So right click, middle click, space. WSD changes that. Do left and right on WSD, down and up cycles through. Tab, shift, control. I don't know how to get out. Backspace? That's a very awkward key. Q, E, R. Oh, okay, one of those did it. Q, E, R. Q, E, R, T. Jeez, okay, I'm just gonna run my hand across the keyboard. Okay, yeah, I'm just running my hand across the keyboard, and nothing gets me out of this menu of the painting. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to leave this. Yeah, there should be some kind of UI. There could be, because we've gone to mouse mode now, because I'm controlling the canister, you could just recycle that that kind of pulsing triangle that was the back button before. That would work fine, but you should also, back out with any of the keys that aren't relevant. Like, use up and down WSD, Q for quit, E, escape or interact, R, space bar, shift, tab, like any of the main action buttons. Right click doesn't do anything. I genuinely don't know how to get out of here. I got out of it before. Numbers don't work. Do the numbers select paint cans? No, they don't. Alright. You could do that as well. That's a very minor thing, but it wouldn't be that much cost. Map like the first 5 number keys to the spray cans, like 1 for red, 2 for yellow, 3 for blue, 4 for black, and 5 for white. I genuinely do not know how I got out. The first time is because I hit escape. and then when I hit escape again, it got me out, which I assume will happen, yes. But I don't know how to get out of that screen properly, because I shouldn't have to go to the options menu and then out to exit that. So yeah, that's really unclear. Definitely change that. Put a little pop-up, say press space or backspace or anything, really. I don't know. I don't know what key I'm supposed to press, and it doesn't tell me. Music is great. Visuals are great. I am confused visually. Why? Oh, where'd my mouse go? Oh, I can't point when I'm in walking mode. Okay, so why this burning trash can? Maybe it is. Actually, I think it is. I was gonna say, why does this burning trash can not have a circle of flickering light, whereas these two burning trash cans very clearly have circles that are kind of pulsing slightly, either in their size, I think in their size, and their transparency as well, possibly. Of the light affecting the background. It really doesn't look like this trash can has that. I think it might, and it's just the green, darker background is harder to tell, but honestly, it seems weird. It's just like these two are very clearly circular, and this one is just like, if it's there, it blends very well. Just looks kind of triggering my eyes a little bit. Yeah, the music is fantastic. There's ghosts, it's very spooky. Ellora. I don't want to do a voice right now. Are you lost too? Okay, spacebar to continue the dialogue. So yeah, you should also have a little note at the bottom, like right corner of this dialogue, or underneath the dialogue box. It's just like space to continue, because otherwise I could just walk away. Or okay, no, I can't. That's what I did with the with the book, and I wasn't sure if there was more to be read there. There's a way out. It's through the painting, but it's missing something. All right, then I have dialogue wheels, dialogue options. What happened to you? What's missing? K-bye. What's missing? Wish I knew. And then I can keep pressing that. Wish I knew. Oh, K-bye. Okay. Yeah, so you can repeat this conversation. What happened to you? What do you mean? You the one who's different. Okay. Love the little shake. It's not screen shake, it's UI shake of the you have the profile picture and the dialogue box. Looks great. Looks really great. Oh, sound effects when I land. Very nice, very nice. Ooh, okay. Crossroads music got intense, got spooky. Can I land here? I'm holding space to jump high. I don't know if I can do anything else. Can I wall jump? Oh, I can! Aha! Oh crap, okay. Then wall jumping is probably how I get up there before. Right, equip cards in your journal inventory. Okay, how do I open my journal inventory? Okay, so it seems like I can wall jump once before landing. Maybe once on the same wall. And no fall damage. Okay, but yeah, how do I open my journal inventory? Oh, shift dashes. Oh, I didn't know that before. I read that on the options menu, I'm sure. But yeah, nothing told me that. I'm sure something's about to tell me that. So now I want to jump up there. Ah, but my computer is not super pleased. I don't know if that's going to come out in the video or not. Oh, actually, it doesn't really look like there's anywhere to jump up there. Oh, okay, and then here's the text. Just believe you can fly, jump, then dash across. Okay, but it doesn't say what key. I having to figure out shift, but that should not be a requirement. Yeah, it should tell me what key is dash. And that should change. That should be bound to whatever is set in the options, because I assume that the maybe it wasn't actually. Okay, so you do say this information dashes shift right in the pause screen, but still, I shouldn't have to go to the pause menu and be taken out of the game, and the music stopping, it's very abrupt to learn that. Can I go down here safely? Yes, I can. Seeing if there's anything to find up there, any collectibles. Oh, come on. Ah, my computer's really unhappy. Okay, so I can wall jump and dash. Cool. Yeah, so there's just like a little bit of terrain that's like, can I get up there? But I'm gonna say not, and if there's anything up there. Oh, jeez. Oh, that was scary. So there's little zombies. Looks like they're trying to stab me. Use the finisher to finish them off. I will gain more energy, and you will recover a small amount of health. Okay, so it's F, press and hold. So it's great effects, great use of the camera and everything. It's just my computer being bad. Yeah, my computer does not. It's an Alienware laptop. Like, it's a good computer, has good specs and all that. But it's getting a bit old, and it does not love running a game and OBS at the same time. Really, it's a complicated game. Oh, another thing. So yeah, these little journal entries, I kind of miss them. The fairy is kind of cluing me into them more because she stops and hovers, but like they really blend into the background. Like I feel like it's kind of noticeable if you aren't super looking right there. If you're hurt, hold heal to regain health. Okay. Well, she'd tell me what heal was, but I have to go to the menu, which I don't love. Heal is R to hold. Okay, but because I'm fully healed, it doesn't do that. It's kind of annoying, that sound effect. Okay, there we go. Where can I go from here? Ow. Looks like I can get up there. Oh, come on. Ah! 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 Okay, just want to wall jump one more time. Oh, come on. Yes, I can't land there, I didn't think so, but just wanted to try. And just that attempt at trying was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. So yeah, it seems like I can get up here, but... Can I land on that black bar? I mean, I felt like I was dashing as much as I could there. What? Yeah, no, I passed right through it. Alright, what's the point of me being able to wall jump up here, then? There has to be somewhere for me to go. That seems like the place to go, but, like, what do I do? There has to be, like, a double jump or something. Yeah, I'm not triggering anything. Oh, wait, can I... Wait, let me try that. If I dash, then... Oh, come on. Can I dash, jump, then dash? I think I can. I think I can. Okay. I am someone who likes to find all the secrets. Come on! See, I can't really tell if I screw that up, or if it's impossible, or if it's just my computer being slow. Because it partially feels like I can't do as much because of my computer, or at least I'm pressing the keys too early because of that. Yeah, I was noticing that the reading bar starts to fill up when I run past it, and I just have upheld, just because I'm preparing to double to wall jump. Which, honestly, I don't even know if I should be holding up. That just is natural. Can I do it without? Yeah, I can. It's just very natural to hold up when I'm trying to go up, you know? Yeah, I'm failing here. No! Oh, that was so close. Alright, fine, I'll give up. Jeez, it seems like I'm on the right path there, but that is, annoying. Right, so Uptown. Alright, little cassette here, beautiful. Criminology. Ooh, it changes the music. So it's floating along with me. Can I, like, hit it to get rid of it or change it? Is that what that's for? Particles are great. Music is beautiful. Background art is great. It's a very pretty game. So I don't need to really worry about taking damage because, yeah, I can just hold R to heal. Oh, is that based on my magic, though? Okay, I think it was completing the lower bar. Ooh, jeez. Oh, creepy. Eyeballs. But yeah, they get locked in stun lock once I just start wailing on them, so it's not really an issue. Ah, yeah, the sound effects are really gross. Does a good job. They've ranged? Oh, come on. Ah, my computer's, yeah, making this not an awesome time. Jeez. Alright, but I need to hit this thing. Come at me, bro. Alright. Yeah, the particles, all the numbers popping up, and the little kind of like little exclamation point or the question mark X thing is great. But yeah, I'm taking damage, and okay, there we go. Finally took that thing down. Seemed like I could kill it, but it was unclear if it was really working. All right. Ah. There we go. Alright, so I'm super damaged. And I have no healing resource remaining. Or no, I can't. Just slightly. And yeah, that sound effect's kind of annoying. Can I land on these? No? Just break them. Nothing inside. Love the background art and the graffiti. Looks beautiful. Ah, fun. Alright, so it requires a little key. Okay, I got fully healed. Okay, so is it like this specific piece of art that's a checkpoint, or will it be a different piece of art? But yeah, it has the two garbage barrels on either side. Yeah, oh, it's like a security camera up there. Okay. So if I jump and I can attack like that. Ooh. Yeah, it's probably what I should have done more. That other thing. Okay, seems like there's a door up there I can get to. Ah! Come on. Can I dash, jump up? No. Okay, so I can kind of dash at an angle there. Alright. Okay, I give up. Oh, okay, there he is. Ow, come on. Alright, so they do break through my shield eventually. And I just noticed there's like a red health bar at the bottom. Okay, so I picked up some extra spray paint from the crates. Okay. Oh god, there's this guy outside. I hope you can't hear. You probably can't hear that knowing my luck. But yeah, there's this really annoying like guy who does this super awful horn outside my apartment. Yeah, I'm clearly not very good at this game. Although I am gonna blame the lag. The lag has been making it difficult to do anything. So if I kill this, it didn't. Ah, everything takes so long. Okay, and then I died. Alright. Ooh, that's a really nice death effect. Ooh, that's very pretty. See, that's a shader. Maybe it's animation, but yeah, that's very pretty. Alright, so yeah, come back. This is my save point. Cool. Oh, but oh no! I start with all my damage? What? This place fully healed me. Okay, I walked past it. Alright, did it again. Alright. It's like, no, that's not okay. If I'm so bad that I die like that, I certainly wouldn't be able to get through on low health. Ah! Oh man, the blood and the white frame flash when I take damage, it's all so gorgeous. So are the same super cans locked in the same boxes or at random? Is it random?
Okay.
So yeah, it's just very slight amount of energy I get, magic stuff that I get. Yeah, the combat is just really pretty. It's very, very well done. Yeah, all the blood splatter and the sound effects and the French is just like a gorgeous, gorgeous combat. It's very, very well done. Okay, screw this thing. I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh, what the heck? Why? Why? Stop, let me move. And then moves behind me. Screw you, man. Okay. Alright, yeah. Super low health. Baby, nothing amount of healing. Okay, blue spray can't. Oh, and then a door. Okay. So it's really unclear and inconsistent which doors I can actually enter versus which ones are just part of the background. Like I actually have to walk up to them to see, which I don't know. Maybe it's using the same kind of slightly ajar door art for all the actually enterable doors, but I don't know. That's not jumping out to me just as playing through this once. That's different. This background door seems like a little bit more sealed to me, but I don't know. I just don't know if it's totally clear until I actually walk up to the door which ones I can enter and which ones I can't. Okay, heal me, thank you. Music is good, although I do think it's getting a little bit repetitive at this point. Alright, there's that key. Jeez. Screw you, gross eyeball man. Background art, just gorgeous, bro. Like, oh, so pretty. Okay, so here's that door I couldn't reach before. Okay, so it's a backtracking method. That's actually very good. Oh, and it does seem like I can land on this now. Or no. Okay. That texture with the light really seems I could land on that, just like this kind of ground platform. Looking at it real close, I can tell that it's a wooden pipe, and the ground below is like wood. Sorry, no, that this is a metal pipe, and that the ground I can land on is wood. But from afar, if I don't like super squint close, the colors look pretty much the same. So that's not the most clear. Which is solid platform and which is background element. Let's see. Oh, I do get re-healed from that. Oh, thank God. Okay, I don't have to press anything. It just uses the key. Ah, my God, game. Not game, my computer. Jeez. Ah! Alright, there's a can up there. Oh, there's two of these things? Oh, come on. Really don't enjoy taking down these little ceiling hangers. Alright, so there's platforms up there I can land on. I assume I just have to get that after. Oh, and there I die again. Okay. Let's see how many deaths I rack up in the demo. Jeez. Yeah, the death, kind of the fade away Thanos snap effect is gorgeous. Super weird that I respawn without max health and it has to do it again. That's kind of odd. Okay, I do have a gun too. Shoot, I forgot. Yeah, I was gonna mention, like, when are they gonna teach me at the gun? I've had a gun in the bottom. Yeah, okay, it's middle click. Oh my God, is the gun infinite ammo and I just have to reload? Holy crap. I could have been using the gun this entire time. Oh, well, but yeah, there was no tutorial, there's no, like, even text. If there was a book, I missed it, because it wasn't super clear, and the art with the darkness, it was kind of fading together. If there was a book that taught me to use the gun. But yeah, I haven't seen anything that's taught me to use the gun, and it's been sitting in the left-hand corner of my UI for the entire time, and so I really feel like I should have been taught about it. Because yeah, I can shoot this thing without having to get into it. Then I can run away, charge up a thing if my computer will allow me. Then shoot. Yeah, so there's this red health bar at the bottom of the screen, but it doesn't actually refer to, like, boss health, as you would expect. It refers to, like, total enemies in the zone health, which is kind of odd. So frustrated with this thing. Oh, more kind of just come in by their own. Okay, sure. Alright, so shooting them was actually, I mean, I assume hitting them was too, but yeah, it seemed like shooting them was specifically healing up my magic more. Okay, and then heal me, please. Filling my magic bar more. Jeez. Yeah, I really am not a fan of fighting these little birthing hangers. They're gross and really annoying. And my computer is being super laggy. Alright, that was my fault if I got hit there. Yeah, so it seems like, for me, the strategy is just to run away. And then wait for them to come to me, which is kind of optimizing the fun out. But I just don't want to die anymore. Yeah, the particle effects are so gorgeous. They're so beautiful. Okay, so it doesn't actually seem like I really need to hold this up to its max duration to get the same kind of effect that I want. And yeah, shooting this thing does not seem to be awesome. Come on. Give me. Yeah. And then having to land here, though. See, I don't know how I'm supposed to deal with this thing, because if I shoot it, it doesn't go down, it takes forever. And, well, it still takes forever even if I run up and hack it. But then if I run up and hack it, I have to land in them, and so I get hurt, and then I die. And I'm sad. Jesus Christ. Alright. Survived, but yeah. Oh, okay, that was live? That was weird. Okay, so I need to get up there. How do I get up there, though? Oh, no, there's a door. Jeez. You see that door? Completely missed it. I walked past it. Totally missed it. Yeah, I need that healing can for some health, please. Okay, I'm walking left, and okay, there's... Oh, big guy. Oh, geez, he ran away. And there I die. Okay, there I died. No, and it's gonna respawn me back before that fight. Jeez, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this. Oh, no, okay, no, it spawned me here. Okay, thank God. Okay, get that thing. How do I don't want to dash up. How do I dash at an angle? I'm holding WD and then jumping. If I jump, so I'm gonna. Oh, stop, computer. It's rough. If I jump and then press shift, I just dash forward. So if I hold W for up, then jump, then dash, then hit shift to dash, I still dash forward. What makes me dash upwards at an angle does not seem consistent or clear to moi. Oh, that fan sound effect is just not epic. Oh, I just want that spray can so I can get healing. Or no, I can. Oh, it just. No. The floor is one way. God dang it.
Okay.
Oh my god! The dash. Oh, my computer is not making this fun. Yeah, it just goes right through me. Okay, there we go. Maybe I should have shot at it. I keep forgetting that I can shoot. No! That was on the other side. Ah, jeez. Oh, the lag. Okay, I do need to start blaming the game a little bit for the lag at this point, because I do play. My computer isn't the best in the world at running OBS and doing high intensity games at the same time, but I do play games and record them with OBS. I am trying the face cam now, which is definitely a bit more intensive for the computer, I believe. But the games don't normally lag this much. And so Game Maker is not... And remember, I use Game Maker. I use Game Maker for a living, and I love Game Maker. But Game Maker is not the most performant engine by default. But there are things you can definitely do to kind of optimize it and make it more performant. Again, I love that white rays coming out. That spin looks so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Okay, that's the end of the demo. Oh, jeez. I don't know how much more I would be able to last through. So yeah, this was made by Samuel Lopez, Travis Evans, and Justin Wilson. Thank you so much for making the game. It's really nice. Again, I don't know if I'm really the target audience for this game, just because I don't play a lot of hack and slash games, because I'm not that good at action games. I'm better at strategy and tactics kind of games, and puzzle games. Oh, but yeah, it's very well done. It's very, very, very well made. If I hop back to the main menu, and I can continue. Will that just end immediately, or? Okay, yeah. So you can see just the visuals and everything. See, was it just gonna hop me back to that menu as soon as I go over here? Yeah, well. The art style is just beautiful. The particle effects. Oh, I can use my mouse in the main menu too. Cool. Yeah, the mouse disappears when you don't move it, which is, yeah, it's nice. That's good. The art is fantastic. The particle effects, everything you do with kind of the combat and the weapon impact and the stagger and the stuns and the white flashes and just so many particles. There's so much particles in this game. So many particles. And it all looks gorgeous. The art, music, fantastic job. I really don't have any problems with that. That's like A++ in my book. The only issue I could say, because I've been sure, I did this to give kind of critical feedback and critique, and I didn't have a lot of critiques other than that, other than just kind of my general frustrations with the kind of the combat, which you could just say I'm just bad at games. That's a valid interpretation. Certainly, there's certainly some stuff you could do. There was very little teaching the player. Either in just a straight tutorial, and I'm not a fan. I'm really, really not a fan. I need to do talk on tutorials again, actually. But I'm not a fan of just like stopping the game, walls of text. I'm not a fan of text explaining how to play the game, because that doesn't work. You should teach the player how to play the game by having them play the game. But that doesn't mean just no tutorial. That's not what that means. That means like gating the player until they prove that they can do a certain thing. So you do that in some aspects. You did that with the dash, that you have to jump and then dash midair to get across that gap. That's what you have to do, and you have a little book right in front of there that says you have to dash to get across the gap. Believe you can fly or whatever. It should have said which key I had to press to dash as well. Really should have said that. I had to go to the main menu to learn that as a player. or just kind of stumble across it by accidentally hitting shift when I was trying to press A with my fat pinky. But there really should have been some context clues, some context-sensitive control dialogues, pop-ups. That's the kind of thing. That's kind of gating the player until they prove they can do something. Should have done the exact same thing with the main attack, with the shielding, with the shooting. Like, the game didn't tell me about the shooting at all, unless I completely missed it. I thought I got every book and every kind of door along the main path. I do believe there's probably some minor stuff kind of in the rafters that I wasn't able to jump to, that I was trying to jump to. I think there's probably one or two of those that I missed, but I felt like I got everything in the main path, so either what I was supposed to find to teach me how to shoot was not obvious, and I do think that's pretty much my only critique with the art, is that the art's really, really pretty, but the darkness and everything, it doesn't... It can make some things kind of blend into the background, and the gameplay elements should be more obvious. You can always make options. Again, more options the better in general. You can absolutely make kind of the interactable elements, the gameplay elements, more obvious. You are doing that, of course. You bring in opacity, you bring in particle effects and lighting to try and do that, but I still feel like a lot of it was kind of blending into the background. Like which doors I could enter felt like that's visually, if I'm not staring at it just in my periphery, totally missed that. And which parts of the world was ground I could stand on and what wasn't, I got confused with that a fair bit, as you saw. And yeah, I think that's the main... I mean, really the only issue with the art. The art is fantastic. It's really, really gorgeous and very well done. Consistent style, just looks awesome. But there's definitely some minor issues with conveyance with the visuals. But yeah, if there was something that taught me how to use the gun, then it was a failure in conveyance, because I play video games a lot. I make video games for a living. I like to say I'm bad at video games, but I'm not the worst at video games in the world, certainly. I've played games of pretty much every genre. But and so yeah, what I mean is there's going to be some players who are worse than me, people who are younger than me, maybe it's their inexperience with games, whatever it is. It could be an accessibility issue, etc. And so you want to make sure that the conveyance for the important mechanics is very, very, very clear. Clarity is the most important thing in a game's art. UI, UX design. It's all about communication to the player. The looking nice is awesome. Good graphics, good visuals, and good art is usually what makes someone buy a product on a marketplace like Steam, where what you see is the art. You don't play part of it. It's not based on the game feel, really. It's other than the visuals. It's just visual, really. That's why people buy games. But in the actual gameplay of someone sitting down and playing it, conveying information to the player is the most important thing. And I feel like that could definitely be tightened up over time. Again, this is just a demo. You have a year remaining, a little under a year. You said March 1st. So yeah, still a fair amount of time of development for this game. And so yeah, definitely look into communicating more clearly with the player. Try some other playtesters that haven't played your game before. Try playtesters who have different impairments or disabilities. Possibly, if you want to get that kind of information, and definitely try younger players less experienced with games that just know nothing about your game. And just the best way to do playtesting, I need to do another talk about playtesting as well. The best way to do playtesting, this is kind of the professional AAA way that a company like Valve would do, is to put the game in the player's hands, explain nothing. Don't tell them the controls, don't tell them what to do, don't tell them what their goals are, what they can do. Just have them start up the game, and then get out of there. Don't be in the same room, ideally, and then just record it is the best thing to do, as we're kind of doing here. And then you get to see their facial expressions, you get to see their emotions as they play the game. You see what parts are unclear to them, what they get stuck on, and then you talk about it afterwards. You don't just let them go anonymously after they playtest the game. After they playtest the game, then you ask them some questions. You ask them how did it make them feel, what was the most fun part, what was the worst part, what parts did you get stuck with, what were you confused about, those kind of questions. And then you get their feedback, and usually if they like games, they'll give you a lot of feedback, not all of which you should listen to on its face, but definitely note everything they say, because usually if a playtester says there's a problem, it's a general rule of thumb, if a playtester says there's a problem, or implies that there's a problem, and that you should do this, actually, a better way to phrase that, if a playtester says that you should add X to your game, generally doesn't mean you should add X to your game. What it actually means is there's a problem, and the player thinks X will solve that problem. But what you should really do is look at the problem they're trying to solve and see what the best way to solve that problem is for your game. Because you know more about the game, you know more about the code, you know more about your scope. If the player says that you should add a jetpack to your 2D or 3D kind of action platformer game, that probably doesn't mean that you should add a jetpack to your game, because that might conflict with the theme, might completely mean you have to redo the level designs entirely, might add a lot of scope. There's a lot of reasons why you probably don't want to add a jetpack to your game just because the playtester suggested it. What it actually means is that there might be a problem with verticality in your game. There might be a problem with movement, and the player feels frustrated trying to get onto certain platforms. Or it might mean that the game is really flat and they spend a lot of time just walking, and that's very boring, and they want to do more to make the movement more interesting. That's an example of what I'm kind of talking about. So you definitely playtest this game with kind of a younger audience and people that are less familiar with game development, with games in general. Because they'll give you really good data on what parts of the game are kind of confusing and not. There was that side area at the beginning with the practice dummies that taught me to attack and power attack and block and parry. But that information should not be optional, I don't think. I think the player should be forced to learn that, because it's not that the player might get stuck without that information. That is an element, of course. Of course, the player might get stuck if they aren't taught those things. But what could actually happen is honestly more likely to happen, and I think is kind of worse, because when a player gets stuck, it's very clear what the problem was. What's kind of worse is what happened to me right there, is that the player goes along with the game and they get into the game. Maybe they complete the game. This happens sometimes, where they complete the game and they do just fine. Maybe they don't have the most fun, and that's because they don't realize they have a core mechanic. They don't know that there's a core verb in their toolbox, and they just completely missed it. They missed the tutorial for it, or there was no tutorial for it. That happened to me with the shooting. And honestly, I probably should have done more blocking too, but I'm just not. I'm not a great hack and slash player, and I don't do a lot of blocking. It's just not my deal. I don't have much experience with that. So yeah, definitely, it can be very arbitrary, these kind of gating mechanisms to make sure the player learns all the mechanics. That's very, very common, that it's using some kind of environment or pseudo enemy that doesn't actually exist in the greater game, where you're forced to shoot instead of use your sword. Although actually, I feel like those kind of elements where they require you to use your diverse tool set are actually kind of a good thing, just to sprinkle out through your game in general. Like all those enemies, I could have defeated with I had 4 main ways of attacking. I don't know if I could have used magic too. Maybe I could have used magic to do something else besides healing, and that just wasn't clear. If that was the case, then I didn't get that at all. Because I think the main menu where you pick your token, I picked the bird foot. That kind of implied that I could do some kind of magic damage, but maybe that's wrong. And so yeah, I could go through this game using only the main attack. I could go through the game using only the main attack and never comboing, although realistically anyone's going to find the combo if they just repeated the main attack. I'd go through with only using the main attack. I'd go through with only using the shooting. That would have been very annoying, but possible. I could have gone through with only using, I won't use my middle finger, with only using the power-up attack. That was totally valid. Or no one would do this, but it's possible, unless for achievement, but it's possible, I believe, that you could go through this entire game. Actually, no, that's not true. I was going to say it's possible to go through the entire game by only blocking and parrying, because that does damage, but that's not true because of the hanging egg sacs that I really didn't like. But yeah, those are kind of my options. And then there's also movement stuff. There's dashing. I didn't dash very much. I didn't really dash during combat. I don't know if that would have really helped. If I could have dashed and done damage with the dash or something like that. I doubt you could have in this demo. Maybe you can in the full game. But I have all these options. And so what's likely to happen, unless you teach the player that, is that they'll only use a couple of them. And so it can be really good to have diverse enemies that need to be taken down by different weapon attacks. There's like an enemy that just has to be taken down with shooting specifically. That could be based on positioning. Maybe there's like... Maybe it's like a spawner of some kind. I'm just making stuff up, of course. But it's like a spawner, and it's behind like a grate or like a narrow passageway that my bolts can go through, but I can't go through. Anything like that. Or just like a distance thing. And then I have to get rid of that because it's like spawning out enemies that are like maybe dropping down. Yeah, it could be where you have terrain where I'm standing, and then like a narrow passageway, there's a spawner that I need to kill, but I can't physically climb up to it. I can't walk up to it and slash it because the pathway is too narrow, and there's a long kind of drop underneath it, and it drops down spawns that will come up and trickle to get me, and so I have to use my gun to get rid of that. That's an example. That's maybe not the right for this game or the most elegant, but it's the kind of thing where I have to use the gun. Same thing, have enemies or obstacles. It could just be background obstacles as well that I have to use the charge-up attack to get rid of, certainly. And I think those kind of design elements are a really good thing in most cases, because it's just forcing the player to use all the verbs in their toolbox and making sure that they understand all of them and that they know they can weave them in and out and maybe get them thinking more about what is the best way to approach this combat. That's my main thing. I think that mainly covers what I want to say. Love the music. The music's absolutely fantastic, but was getting a little bit repetitive, as it is now doing on this main menu, although, of course, you're not meant to sit on the menu forever as I'm doing. So, you could try that. One thing you can actually do, that I don't do enough, I need to do more, is fading the music in and out. Because I think there's music playing the whole time. Maybe you did do this and I just didn't notice, because it is the kind of thing that kind of goes unnoticed by the player. But yeah, you can have the music leave for a time and then come back in, and that can break it up and make the music a lot less repetitive to the player's ear. That's definitely something you could try. Otherwise, you just need more music, which is really tough. That increases money, budgeting, and scope. Of course, you don't. You could solve that problem, of course, with just adding more music, but that's not usually a reasonable request, of course. I think my main problem was just stuff needed to be more clear, more kind of a better tutorial that gated the player until they proved these different abilities, that had on-screen prompts for what key I was supposed to use. And yeah, again, I'm not a huge fan of like stopping the game to teach the player things. You can have that text just on screen while the player's still in control, so they get to try it out without having to read it, then try it out. They can just do both at the same time. That can speed up the gameplay, make it a lot less annoying to do tutorials. Because if a veteran, basic thing is you want the veteran player to just be able to breeze past it without being annoyed at all. And if you just let them do their thing without stopping them, that can be very good. Otherwise, of course, it's just a demo. I look forward to the full game. Everyone wishlist it on Steam down below. Play this demo for yourself. I'm sure you'll do much better than me. But yeah, it showed a lot of interesting mechanics and promise, like with the dialogue, with the little ghost girl at the beginning. Would have liked to see more dialogue. And then the spray painting, where I was collecting spray cans throughout the combat. But yeah, the spray painting was very interesting. There's some minor edits there that I suggested, with just kind of making the cans more clear, and like especially the black spray can a lot more clear as the cursor, to kind of a harsher white outline or something like that. But yeah, it's a very cool idea, good mechanic. I would like to know or see if it has any kind of gameplay significance. If I'm forced to do that in some respect. Yeah, that's something Nintendo likes to do actually a lot, is that kind of drawing mechanics. See if there's a way to like really encourage the player to do that, besides just cause, like an actual reason, within the gameplay context itself. Because that'd be really cool, and I'd like to see that more. It's very interesting thing. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I was thinking. Make F11 toggle full screen, and oh jeez. Okay, I'm just hit escape. Okay, if I hit escape, then I won't do that. But I've hit this, it does take me out of the game, which it should not. But yeah, then make the window title the Daybringer demo, and make that have a custom icon. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Really great job again. Fantastic art, fantastic music. Really, really good game feel. I love game feel. It's one of my favorite topics in game development and game design. And the game feel for this game is fantastic. So yeah, thank you very much, Sam, and the other developers. I hope this video was enjoyable or gave some good feedback. I'm sure it's very long. Again, I didn't run a clock again. But yeah, I'm sure this is a very long video. So thank you so much for watching. If you did, please remember to love thy neighbor, respect each other, treat others like you would want to be treated. I love to do that. I think I'm pretty good at that, except the issue I run into with that is how I want to be treated isn't always how others want to be treated. So I can run into the problem there. So definitely find a middle ground where you actually treat people how they want to be treated, but do think it's a good base rule to treat others how you want to be treated. It's a good thing. And yeah, keep up whatever it is you're doing. If you're working on games, just do more game development. Do a little bit every day, every week. The consistency is the most important thing. It doesn't really matter the quality or the quantity in terms of just like a specific setting, like sitting of your game development over any task, any hobby, any skill you're trying to improve. It doesn't matter like how much you do it once or how good it is. The important thing is that you do it consistently, because quality comes from quantity. And the more, if you just do something consistency, you're going to have a lot of quantity really quick. And you're also going to avoid burnout if you spread out your kind of development or your art or your music making, your composition, whatever it is. Just do it consistently over a long period of time. That's my wisdom. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you later.